Hello, this is Anna Nanavati with Realty Mark Platinum, bringing you another episode of Local NJ. Today, I'd like to introduce Mediha Sandhu, award-winning photographer at Ninjabi Studios in Piscataway. Welcome.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. So I think the viewers would like to know a little bit about your business. Can you describe Ninjabi Studios?
Yes, so Ninjabi Studios is mostly photography right now, but I also do design and we also have like a web comic and like animations, and we have products like t-shirts and dolls and things like this. So it's kind of like one little aspect of a bigger brand.
Mm-hmm. So you do more than just photography?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have any particular specialty that you do within photography or overall in general?
I do event coverage a lot, but I like to do retouching. I like to create portraits. I like doing like, what is it called? Composites, where you like Photoshop different things in to make one image.
Okay. So when you say you do events, I guess what you're talking about is weddings or like other types
of parties, bridal showers or baby showers, graduations, like all different events.
Okay. All right.
Weddings I also do, but it's a lot of events.
Yeah. And so you prefer doing events over family portraits and things like that, or
no.
You don't have a preference?
No, I'd rather do portraits.
Oh, you would? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I've heard that you won many awards. Can you tell us a little bit about all the awards you've won?
So one of the biggest awards I had won was for animation, and it was a video I created when I was in college, and it was talking about arranged marriages and kind of like an American's perspective, like a first generation immigrant child's perspective on it, growing up with an American culture, but you know, still being like very South Asian. It won an award it was on TV, it was in USA Today, and like all these things. It won a couple of different awards in different film festivals then, and then I also won, I don't even remember some of the things I've done, but I've been on other publications as well. And also, there are some teachers that use my webcomic, because there's also like a webcomic, right? And the webcomic is also talking about growing up as an immigrant here in America, but it's more like the cultural and society, where like the main character is based on me and how she's like growing up in American society, and you know, like the differences and just like friends and stuff like this. Very contemporary kind of topics. And so that was like published at a few places. A college teacher reached out to me saying that she uses my comics to teach her classes.
Oh, that's awesome. Really great.
I had another like school teacher, and she was Orthodox Jewish teacher. And she was like, I also use your comics to talk about topics in my classes, because we share a lot of like cultural like issues, and like the contemporary issues are similar. So she uses it, and I was like, wow, okay.
So web comics are like cartoons on the, I don't know anything about what they are. So are they like cartoons on the web or something that you just put together an animation video or something like that?
Sort of like, so you know how Sunday paper would have like the comics?
Yeah.
So it's like that, just online. And I am trying to turn it into like an animation. So then it's like on Instagram, so it's easier for newer generation people to have access to it. But first it was just like small panels, kind of like Peanuts is, or like, I don't even remember some of the old comics.
Yeah, well, Peanuts was a good one, but
Yeah.
so I've also heard that you ran for county committee member in Piscataway.
Yes.
So can you tell us a little bit about that? And when did you run?
Wow. I think it was the last election 2 years ago, almost 2 years ago, maybe, or
Uh-huh.
was it last year?
Uh-huh.
Time's weird right now. I think it was before COVID. So, and I ran in my district, which was, I think, 2 and 2, Ward 2, District 2. And
Uh-huh.
I ran against the mayor's wife, and I did pretty well as a newcomer. Um, but if I didn't win, of course, like not many
So,
people.
so for those viewers that don't know what a committee member does, can you tell them a little bit about it?
So a committee event member is completely like voluntary. You don't get paid for it. Um, and it it kind of like is your first go-to if you have some issues around the neighborhood that you need addressing. So then they can reach out to the other members that are in charge of doing something about these things. Like they're more connected than like a regular person would be. Um, they'll help those issues get resolved. But and they also are the ones that are going to elect other members in the different categories.
Okay. So back to Piscataway. How long have you been in Piscataway? How long have you been based here? And
Uh, hmm, I don't know. I think almost 10 years, maybe
so
something
you're
like.
really involved in the community then. You know it from a lot of different angles. Rutgers University is in Piscataway. You live here, obviously, and you also participate in some of the local community events and politics and so on.
Yes.
So that's great. Going back to photography now, what would your customers say that they love the most about your business or you or your services?
So my most of the comments I get back, the feedback I get back is they like me. They like my personality.
Hey, that's great.
So that's great. So like I don't stress them out, especially if it's like a wedding. A lot of photographers will dictate and direct you, which is fine. That's one way of doing it. But I'm more like low key. I step back. I try to make sure they're enjoying themselves instead, because I'm like, this is a very expensive event. Yeah, everything. So I'd rather you enjoy it than me screaming at you to do this or do that or do that, you know? So I don't add to the pressure and stresses, and I just want to document things as they naturally occur so that, you know, they can be like, at least that's off of their shoulders, because, you know, at a wedding, nothing goes according to plan.
Right.
Something will always go wrong. So they're already like stressed out. So I try to like mitigate as much as stress as possible. I've even worked with other photographers which have like their go-to of operating is you direct the couple. You're like, no, they don't know what to do. So you have to order them to do these things, even if they don't want it. And, you know, like the bride and groom are freaking out. And I'm like, I will refuse to even do that. I'm like, no, they're not comfortable. They're not happy. I'm not going to force them to do something. Then they're going to regret it later on anyway. To be like, we took that photo. Yeah, but we were pissed. Like, that's not the memory we want when people look back. And I want to create more where people are looking back at the photos and remembering happy moments and, you know, like good times. And they're like, oh yeah, remember when this happened, remember that. Not like, oh, we got like this is bad, this is bad.
Right. So for the viewers that want to have some photography services or any of your other services, can you tell them how they can contact you?
Yes, the best way is my website, ninjabistudios.com. And just fill out the contact form. That's the fastest and easiest way. I do have Instagram and everything, but it's harder to kind of like maintain, and keep track of it.
Well, It was really, really wonderful getting to know you and your business. And I look forward to seeing how you grow and, hopefully we can do some more things together. Thank
Yes.
you. Thank you for watching, everyone. Please like and subscribe and share all the videos with, both with Ninjabi Studios and with parkbench.com/local NJ and my YouTube local NJ. And look forward to seeing you next time. Happy holidays, everyone. Thank you so
Bye.
much. Bye-bye.